After completing your high resolution sculpt, the next step is to create a lower poly model that is animation friendly and could be used in a game engine if you wanted to. So in our case, we want to use an add-on called Retopo Flow, which allows us to do the process of retopology inside of Blender. And the really cool thing about this is, as character artists, um, we are able to stay pretty free and loose when it comes to creating our high resolution sculpt and not have to worry about topology until the retopologizing stage, which is what we're going to do now. Now we can actually properly plan out our edge flow to make sure that it's getting the correct loops for animation and the correct density across the entire model. So all that more technical stuff is what we're going to worry about now. But it definitely allowed us to just stay very artistic in terms of our high poly sculpt. So just we were able to just have fun with it and not worry about all the technical aspects until now. But the cool thing is Retopo Flow makes it really easy. It definitely speeds up the process by at least 3 times if you were to kind of have to build this out from the beginning with the proper edge flow and all that stuff, right? And so as you can see here, an example of what we're going to do is we're going to take our head, which currently stands at 5.9 million triangles, and we're going to create a lower poly model that it can start around 1.2 thousand triangles, which is a big difference. It's a lot more efficient, a lot more flexible. Um, it's going to take up less memory. So the rest of the character creation process just stays really efficient when working with a model of this low poly count. But then I will also show you how to um, take this really low poly model and increase the poly count to whatever needs are needed for your project. But it's imperative that we established this base model like this just to give us a wider range of poly count ranges here. Um, and so before we actually start, we want to kind of plan out how we want to break up our full character into different parts and combine parts as well to create the most efficient model possible. And so this is kind of what I was thinking. So we're going to combine the hair and the hat. So all the different parts that we used to create this hat piece will be merged into one. And so our lower poly model should have all these combined into one mesh. Then it's pretty standard for your head to stay as a standalone item and your eyes as well. So those two won't really change in terms of how they're kind of built, right? But then we're going to combine the entire outfit, so the pants and the jacket, into a tracksuit. And the hands again can stay as separate items as well as the shoes. So by separating it like this, uh, it should help us speed up the lower poly model creation, but it will also create a very efficient model for us to use with animation later on.